welcome words. I'm more than happy to be here for the fourth time, as Irini said before. Actually, we inaugurated this forum together 4 years ago. Since then, a lot of great job has been done, and I would like to start by expressing my gratitude to all of you for your support to the European Commission's migration policy. So today, I'm really happy to open our annual meeting together with my good friend George Dassis. I'm also happy to see among us today my new Director General, Vivi Michou. One more Greek. Now, I know what you are whispering. Three Greeks there, one Greek there. What's happening here? Actually, that was the reason that I proposed not to have interpretation in Greek, because otherwise it would be all Greek to you. Vivi, welcome. I'm sure that those of you who have not met so far Vivi Michou, certainly they have heard of her. She will be, for the next 2 years, at least as far as I'm concerned, my strong, inspired, and inspiring right hand from now onwards. She's a great lady. She takes over, as you all know, from Matthias Rutte, who I would like also to thank once again for his excellent leadership and support over the past 3 years. When Europe was faced with difficult times, you'll remember how did we start 4 years ago, both on migration, but also on security. Now, coming back to today's forum, as Irini said before, this year we focus on the integration of migrants in the labor market. The choice of integration in the labor market as the main topic of this year's forum is particularly timely, when the migration situation at our external borders has started to stabilize, thanks to our collective efforts over the past years. It is now the moment to go beyond the crisis discourse about migration we hear every day, and to focus instead on how to turn migration into a good thing, into a real opportunity for all of us, now and in the long run. For those who have obtained a legal right to stay into the European Union, it is essential and even urgent that we now focus on their integration into our societies. Failing to do so will not only create discrepancies in our social fabric and our economies, but also further fuel populism, with the risk of destabilizing and further dividing our societies. Effectively integrating all those who have a legal right to stay, including, of course, refugees, is also beneficial for our aging societies, as well as for our labor markets, contributing to address skills and labor shortage in many sectors. Some might fear that we prioritize migrants over those who are vulnerable in our existing labor force. Definitely, this is not true. All these efforts go hand in hand to create stronger and more cohesive, more united societies for everyone, where each and everyone participates fully. This is why integration has been, from the very beginning, a priority for the European Commission and for me personally. Let me remind you, let me recall that in May 2017, we launched the initiative Employers Together for Integration to give visibility to employers active in the area of integration in Europe and to encourage more to engage. Recently, in December 2017, I have signed, together with my colleague, Commissioner Mariana Thyssen, a European Partnership for Integration with the European social and economic partners to encourage a truly multi-stakeholder approach in this area. Public authorities at national, regional and local level, social and economic partners, and of course civil society organizations have to stick together, have to join forces to make integration happen, starting from the labor market. Today, you will have the possibility to exchange, discuss, and share your experiences on these issues. In our discussions with all of you today, we want to explore how to strengthen cooperation amongst different stakeholders, how to improve skills matching, and how to promote regular employment and decent work, as well as diversity in the labor market. Many migrants come with their own talents, competences, and skills. These should not be wasted. Integration is therefore as much about empowerment as it is about smart economies. There is already much engagement at different levels in Europe by social and economic partners, by civil society, by the public and private sector. It is important that we all talk to each other and work together, that we do not work separately or in silos, and most importantly, that we are effective and concrete, making a difference on the ground. This is what this forum is about. Not just to talk and exchange, but to bring those ideas back home, to develop and put them into practice. Whether it is in Athens or in Stockholm, migrants want to work, participate, and be involved. Let us join our forces to address some of those obstacles that are recurring everywhere, whether it is learning the language, recognizing qualifications, or getting into that first full-time job. I wish you very fruitful discussions today and tomorrow, and we all, and me personally, look forward to hearing your suggestions and ideas for the future, as I had done during the last 4 years. And again, I would like to say that I'm grateful to this forum for its contribution in order to conceive, adopt, and implement a comprehensive migration policy. I don't hesitate to tell you that 4 years ago, I was among the ones we had an idea about migration, but later on, I learned what does the term migration and the substance and the content of the term really mean. Integration is very important, as I said before. It's not only our shared and common responsibility. If integration had succeeded in the past, a lot of these horrendous phenomena and the events that we lived during the last 4 years could have been avoided. So we have to prioritize integration as one of our main strategies in the future. It is vital for the cohesion of our societies as a whole, one that we cannot underestimate. Finally, and before you go on with this discussion, I would like to take this opportunity, being here with you today, to thank my good friend and colleague, President George Dassis, whose mandate, I'm sure you know that, will come to an end at the end of April. I'm sure we shall all miss him. He was a real leader. And it was not only a coincidence, but a gift of our European history to him to work hard in order to be in a position today to say that on migration we are not where we were 4 years ago. He was a great contributor. I would like to praise his commitment in defending and promoting the European values and principles at a very crucial moment for our big common home that it is Europe. The European Migration Forum is one such important example. So, George is leaving behind a great legacy which has been devoted to the European citizen and worker, and has also been critical in forging a closer and very trustful relationship between our two European institutions. George, my dear friend, your European spirit and your legacy will continue to inspire everybody here, all of us, in our daily work. Dear friends, thank you very much for your attention.